Namaste. Hello. Hi. And I trust that everyone, as always, is in God's Sharan, in God's care, and doing very well, as am I. So, today I wanted to speak with you about this lockdown 4.0 that has happened in our country, India. And when it was announced yesterday, I immediately got this flash, which said, "Hello, Upasana, you have been given a reprieve. You have been given so many more days, right? Because this is a month of 31 days, so that's like 3 and 11, so almost 2 weeks. I said 2 weeks ka reprieve I have got to really work even harder upon myself. This is the opportunity of a lifetime." And I said, "Yes, God, I am going to do just that. Thank you for making me aware that this is what it was for." I can take it as a very personal thing because, like I've been telling you guys, this is our universe, right? My life. I am seeing things through these glasses, right? My perception of life. And in my perception of life, this is what I have been given. I have been given a new lease in life, and the beauty of it is that I know when it's going to end. It's going to end on the 31st of May, and I know that between yesterday, when it was announced, till the 31st, I have got the time to work bloody hard on myself, which does not mean that after the 31st, suddenly, oh, I'll be this very enlightened being and I don't need to do nothing anymore. I don't know, even that is possible. But I would like to think that we are all works in progress, enlightened or not enlightened. Evolution of the spirit is an ongoing process beyond this plane, beyond the dimensions that we are even aware of. There are levels and levels and levels of this. So it's not like, oh, you made it here, so you made it. No, bhaiya, there's a long, long, long way to go. And as you all know, even in spirituality, spirituality has one, they always say that one of the biggest downfalls in spirituality is that of the ego. So you have to be very careful, no matter how enlightened a master, no matter how far advanced or how far evolved. There is just this one little, how we have triggers, right? So there's just this one little place where if you're open and there's a crack and you just allow negativity to come in and make a home, then you're done for. So anyway, that's another story. Back to where we started. So I said that I have been given a reprieve and I am joyful about it. I am super happy about it. Yesterday, for the first time in a very long time, I slept well. I normally don't sleep very well. It's been now maybe a decade that I have not really slept. Maybe 5 times in that decade, I may have had a night sleep which has been at a stretch. It's normally always broken sleep, 3 to 4 times minimum. And that is also perfectly okay with me. It's okay because I know that even when we are sleeping, a lot of people on the planet have given permission to the higher spiritual hierarchy to take them astrally and work for the planet, for other planets. So a lot of us are working even in our sleep, which is why we keep coming back and we are tired. And it's not just healers, it's many of you guys also. You may not even be aware of it in this body, but that's what a lot of us are doing. So a lot of times, you just wake up in the morning so tired, even though you slept, but you're wondering, why am I so tired? Because you've been out there working. in the ethers. So back to lockdown 4.0. So the point that I want to make to you is that when it was announced, right, I had at that point in time the choice to think, oh my god, yaar, 2 more weeks, I'm going to have to do this housework, and my body is so tired, and I'm so fed up, and I'm so frustrated, right? But I made the choice to say no. Wow, because even as I am doing that housework, and even as my body, I don't even want to use the word getting tired, my body is doing what it's doing, and then when it needs rest, God gives it the rest that it needs. But even while I'm doing that, I'm working constantly upon myself, and I know the difference within my own being from the time this began to today. So if I can gauge myself and I can see where I've reached, then everybody can do that, right? And we have been talking about connecting with spirit. See, why am I talking to you today? Why are there so many people out there talking? Why are there so many spiritual gurus, so many spiritual masters? Why are there so many self-help books? Because it is the new age, if you want to call it that, because it is the age of energy which everyone has started experiencing, because it is different, it is not the same, and you also know that there is a difference between now and 10 years ago, right? So I would like you to also take this time, and make the choice to be in happiness, make the choice to be in a place and a space where you also say to yourself, okay, wow, I am going to now buckle my belt even tighter and I'm going to get into action. Whether you want to lose weight and you're working on your body, whether you're cooking, whether you've started some new venture from the house online, whatever it is that you are doing, know that now, okay, let me get this down to I've forgotten the term. But bottom line, let me get this down to an absolute, let's say, professional level, for lack of words, right? Let me really bring this to a level where I look at it and I say, okay, wow, this looks good, right? I'm not saying, my loves, that when you are, we try not to watch television, right? We try not to, go into the zone which is going to bring us down. Sometimes people, you may not be watching television, but somebody decides to send you some video of what's happening, in the country, and you see that, and that really makes you feel sad, brings you down, because there are a lot of scenes which are very sad, right? And that people are homeless, they are hungry, they are having a tough time. But at the same time, I also want to remind you that there are a lot of people out there which, as you know, the news prefers us to see stuff which is more in the zone of the negative. They will never tell you the good things. So there are lots of people. I share this experience of my friend's driver who went on a bike with his nephew all the way up to Allahabad, and he had a wonderful experience. He says all along the road there were people who were giving water, who were giving tea and snacks, who were giving you food to eat, right? So he's had a good experience, which means there is this also happening, which is not being shown to us, this side of the country, the good things that are going on, right? So lots of good Samaritans out there doing very good work, and God bless them and give them the strength to carry on, So I know that there is all of that, I mean, you cannot escape the fact that there's always this and that. Now there's black and there's white, right? I mean, there is no black and white, there's gray also, but bottom line, what I'm trying to say is there are people who are suffering, at the same time, there are people who are not. But you must please understand, again, like I'm saying to you, this is the time where God's divine energy is coming down upon the planet, where it is being felt by everybody, where everybody is who is willing to is waking up, is understanding, so please understand that people who are having experiences which are not so nice are because their souls have chosen to experience that, are because of certain choices that they've made in their lives, which is why I am telling you at this point in time, if you are sitting at home, if you have lost your job, and you're feeling down, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling alone, unhappy, really, really sit with yourself. I've been saying this to you guys for a while now. Sit with yourself, really, really think about that one thing which makes you really happy. What would it make me happy if I were doing this particular thing, right? You go into that space, make a list for yourself, love to do, like to do, and then look, at what you can do. Look at the different paths that both these things are going to take you to. Which is a path that, if you choose, is going to make you feel more expansive, is going to make you feel good about yourself. Go for it. Sit with family, sit with friends. When I say sit, I don't mean, of course, you can do video conferencing calls nowadays. So sit with people that you trust, people that know you, and brainstorm, and really tell them. And when people try to put you down and say no, but they don't go against what you've been doing, explain to them why you feel that you can do this. Why from being a corporate banker you suddenly feel that the inner painter in you needs to come out, whatever that may be. The inner singer wants to come out, the inner farmer wants to come out, make it down, put it down, make your plan with all the viable points that you think is going to make this work for you. Sit, do research. And if you have nobody also, sit with yourself, sit with yourself. We are so blessed today in the age of technology that we have, we have Google Auntie. You can get so much information, on every subject under the sun. So sit, do your research for yourself, figure it out, But please, what I would want you to do is make the choice to stay in trust, to stay in faith. Do not, a lot of people are feeling very powerless right now, like they don't know what to do, and they feel like they've lost all their power. You need to examine yourselves. You need to look into, why am I feeling like this? Where did you give your power away? When did you give it away, and to whom? Maybe there have been times when maybe people have humiliated you, so you gave your power away at that time because you didn't have it in you to fight back or to say something to them, right? Maybe you've been violated, again, same thing. There may be times when you should have, in actuality, spoken up for yourself when somebody has attacked you. But because we have this whole thing of people who are doing better, or certain people who are elders, we do not want to go against them, right? So we'll say, we keep our mouth shut. You won't say anything, you will not defend yourself, you will not protect yourself at that time, and you have just let it go. So you've given your power away, you know, and you need to start taking it back, because when we do things like that, we are going against our own innate divine power that has been given to us from the time we were born. You have the power to choose. Always. You have the power to choose to stand in your sovereignty. Always. And everywhere that you have given that up, start taking it back. Decide that I am going to make the choice to stand tall in my power, no matter what. So what if this, even if the lockdown ends and I don't have a job, or I don't yet have a game plan ready? It's okay. It's perfectly okay. It will come. You know, stay in trust, stay in faith, stay here in your heart. Trust the divine GPS to guide you. Have faith that it will take you in the right direction. Sit down, pray, pray like crazy. Ask for help, because like I'm saying to you, there is divine energy flowing down. It is there to help us. Take the help. Ask for help. Say, I don't know how to handle this, God. I mean, you show me a way. You show me a way out of this. But I really, really want to do this XYZ thing. You know, because I think this is where my passion lies. This is where my joy lies. And I want to chase my joy now. I want to be in enjoyment all the time. You know, it's like enjoyment, entraining joy in yourself. So pray, and it will come. It will come to you. The help will be given. Because every time that we have, you know, given away our power, we have made ourselves victims. We have made ourselves defenseless, helpless, you know. And now when you decide that I am not helpless, I am empowered, because I have God with me, I have the divine with me, whichever form, whatever name, it does not matter. The universe is with me, you know. Feel that. That itself is so powerful. And the more you decide that I am going to be in my integrity, I am going to be true to myself, no matter what now. Which doesn't mean that you need to be harsh with someone who is going to be, and if you need to, even please do that, because there are some people who don't understand any other language. But preferably, you just say things in a very decisive and plain and polite manner to people. Start saying no to people who are hurting you. Start saying no to people who are humiliating you. Start saying no to people who are putting you down, who are violating you or crossing boundaries with you. You know, even there are people who even do that when you're talking on the phone. Just say, oh, I'm sorry, you know, so and so is calling me, I got to go. Or something's burning on the gas, I got to go. Whatever, make an excuse, hang up. Get out of the conversation, you know. But you need to do this for yourself. You need to do this for yourself. Study yourself. This is the time for us to study ourselves, to see where is it that I'm lacking, And this is something also I realized recently, which someday when of course I can't offer you any workshops or any talks interactive right now because of the time constraints with this lockdown happening and having to work in the home. But it's a wonderful topic to touch upon because this one word, lack, it appears in every aspect, or rather it can appear in every aspect. Lack of self-respect, lack of self-worth, lack of abundance in my life, lack of love in my life, lack of power in my life. It's there everywhere, because everywhere that I am feeling guilty, it means that I am not feeling in my power, which means lack again. So at the end of the day, start this weight that you're carrying, start shedding it now, literally. Let it go. Let it go. Let the grace of the divine come in. Let the divine carry your burdens, which are not going to be there anymore. Because the more you bring divine presence into your life, then life is just magical. It's floaty, it's airy, it's fun, Then there's no question of you finding anything burdensome, right? Like I told you when I began, I said, wow, God, you've given me an opportunity, So I am going to try. When I have to cook, I'll cook more carefully, I'll cut more carefully, and I'll try to get better at it. While I'm at it, I'll try to do my dishes better. I'm going to try to, be able to do a lot of more things in the same amount of time. I realized the other day that I am not very good at multitasking. I know a lot of people can do it, and God bless you guys, but I'm not one of those people who can do it. I don't have it in me, you know. It's probably because of the way I'm made. There's one part of me which is very practical. There's one part of me which is absolutely in the 72nd dimension or something. I believe anything can happen, and is possible. Magic is all around. That's my belief. So what happens is, it's like right side of me is like very multidimensional, left side is very 3D. So when I try to do stuff with, sometimes even with both my hands, if I'm trying to hold too many things, I will drop something. And I am 54 now, so I better start learning. I've broken so many things in this past period of time, I can't tell you. So I said, no, I don't want to be cleaning glass, and glass really, when I break glass, I feel really bad. Why? Because I'm not terrified that I'll cut myself. If I cut myself, I'm very okay with it. I'm always terrified that the people who are going to be getting their glass, wherever and however it goes into the ultimate garbage dump, I'm always terrified that somebody is going to get hurt because of me, So I'm constantly praying and praying and praying, okay, please let nobody get hurt because I broke this thing. So, but coming back, let us try and become better and better at what we are doing. So I realized, back to multitasking, that I can't do that. So now I am doing one thing at a time, which is not to say कि अच्छा something is on the gas and then you need to put away the the dishes that have dried. That's okay, that's handleable. I can't like do three things. And so I've decided कि listen, even if somebody calls me now and I'm talking, I will do one thing while I'm talking to them. I'm not going to try to do this also and that also, because then there is something where I'm not going to be very thrilled to be cleaning things and the mess that I've created. So I'd rather go slow, focus, Why I am telling you this is because we all need to do that. The time has come to bring the spotlight literally upon yourself, and even if that means examining yourself to such a degree that you really see all the ugliness, all the dark parts, everything which you have dabowed, which you have kept hidden, which you have brushed under the carpet. Start looking at it, and say, oh, this is still there. Okay, I'm going to shine the light on you and I'm going to let you go. Oh, this is still there. Oh, that is still there. It's nothing that you need to worry about. It's nothing that you need to think, oh my God, how can how can I be like this? And I didn't know I had that in me. We all have everything in us. Trust me. Each and every one of us. Like I have said before, heaven and hell is right here. It's the choice you make. So even if there is one part of me which maybe has a habit of negative chatter, right? Let me use tools to start so that I stop hearing it only. It's like the thought forms before it can even complete its sentence. I'm not acknowledging it only, na? It's gone. So there is no question only. But if things are coming up for you which are not so nice, look at them, because we all have them in us. We all have them in us. With the exception of none, trust me. And this is a path that we are on. We are walking a path. We are walking a path which is like a razor's edge. You need to be that careful. That careful. Because you can cut yourself at any time. And when I say cut yourself, it means this dark, dirty thing can come up at any time. And if it's coming up for us to examine it. And to see, okay, this is where I need to work on myself. This is where I need to be healed. Nothing to be afraid of, nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to be frightened of. It is what it is. It just is, right? Because you have, so many times people will say, I don't know, this thing keeps happening to me. Why does it happen to me? Arey yaar, what do you have to do with why does it happen to me? It happens to you. Let's work on how to get rid of it. How to make it stop happening, because anything that has started happening to you is a happening that you have created. Because we ourselves are so powerful. We are the ones, like I keep saying, we are the ones that have created our reality. So understand that if this thing is happening to me constantly, I have created it somewhere. And right now I have the time to think. So let me think, let me examine and look at myself and say, okay, where is this coming from? And which doesn't mean that I'm asking you, really like go back into your past and then sit down over there only. No going back. We are moving ahead. But we are going to use that particular incident or that took place that created this in you. And we are going to say, okay, it started from there and then I brought it forth till here. Now I am going to change this. You decide, you make the choice. You make the choice to stop being in that habit. It's a habit. Even if you say, every time I start something goes wrong and it doesn't work out for me, right? It's a habit. Look back. Every time the weather changes, I fall sick. It's a habit, because you say that your body is listening to you, which is a sentient being, and it says, oh, acha, So that means I'm supposed to fall sick every time the weather changes. It will do that for you. Whatever you're putting out there is like a request. It's going to come back. It's going to be answered. Like I say, all prayers get answered. So why do you think that a prayer only means ki, dear God, our Father who art in heaven? No. The thoughts you're putting out there, the words that you are speaking, you are that powerful. So every time you're going to say something, make the choice to say something nice, whether it's about yourself, whether it's about somebody else. Be very careful and very particular about how you speak, because those words will come back to you someday. So make the choice to speak right, to think right. You can do it. There is nobody else who can come into your brain and your mind and do it for you. Which is why, even as I'm going to end this, I am going to tell you, connect with the divine here. Connect with the divine. Ask for help. Ask to be shown the right choice in every moment. Ask to be guided. You can do it. You can do it. And you are going to do it. Okay? And so, we're going to sign off here. And I am going to say that I am Upasana Suhail Kapadia. This is my YouTube channel. And if you liked this video, if you enjoyed it, please like, share and subscribe, okay, by pressing the bell icon. And like I said to you earlier, I have energies that I work with. Energy comes forth, energy is transmitted to you. So please enjoy the energy of the day, which is going to be the energy of discernment, divine discernment, to be able to know what is going to work for you in the most divine way. So may you be guided through the rest of this day divinely and every day. Loads of love, loads of blessings. Namaste.